Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and depending on when you're going to be seeing this video. It's your brother, your boy, courserepscorner. Like I always tell you guys, it's my corner, it's your corner, and it's our corner.
I don't wanna fall in love, I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love.
There is this particular video that is trending, and I saw it and I was really pleased to come and share it with us. There is this activist who said something to the share body executive. Let me tell you something. If you are a Nigerian like me, you will know what they call Shell. Shell is that particular company that involves in mining in Nigeria. They have their branch in Nigeria. They have other branch other part of the world, but I know they have their branch in Nigeria. So this particular young lady is an activist who said some things that are really touching. I cried, but when I remember where I'm coming from and where I am now, I still thank God that I took that risk of coming to Europe by land, because many things have gone wrong in my country, in the country called Nigeria. This particular lady sat down and drafted all she said in this forum, in this summit. Unfortunately, they didn't want her to talk before, but the CEO told them to let her talk for 1 minute, and this lady ended up saying things that melted the mind and the heart of many people in the world. When I saw the video, I didn't know it would get to me. I watched it the first time, the second time, the third time, and I said, no, if I don't share it with you guys will not see what I saw. And that's why I'm sharing it with us. Guys, let me not talk much. Let me not drag it. Let me just go and share with us what this activist said to the share executive or to the share body over what is going on presently in Africa and over what they have done to us who are Africans. They have frustrated us. They have contaminated our lands, contaminated our soil, contaminated our food. People die of cancer in Nigeria. People die of various things in Nigeria without knowing the source root or the source of everything. This particular young girl said a lot of things. This particular girl they said many things that made me very, very happy, and that's why I'm here to share it with us. Anyway, guys, that's all I've come to share with you. I want to thank you all for always watching my content. Thank you so much for your love and the care. For those of us who have not subscribed or followed us on social media platform, please, I beg you, subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and share, so that we can move this ministry to the permanent side. Okay, come away next time to see me your screen, guys. I leave us with this video of an activist who said some very, very vital things about Shell and to his executive body or to his body about what they have done to Africa and what they are doing to Africa presently, and not even perturbed of the effect of what they are doing to us. Let's go and watch that video, and please give me your opinion in the comment section.
Minutes. I said 1 to 2 minutes.
Destroying our lives are numbered.
You're going to be asked to leave the auditorium. Security, leave it for a minute.
On account of your fossil fuel production in the Niger Delta in Nigeria, the life expectancy there is currently only between 41 and 46 years of age. That's younger than most of the people in this room today. How can you be comfortable profiting from limiting the lives of millions of people? The money that lines your pockets and allows you to comfortably grow old prevents that same dignity for people in the Niger Delta. In the 70 years where you made stupendous profits for your shareholders, you transformed the Niger Delta into the most polluted place on earth, and its people among the poorest and most poisoned. In that period, your company has been complicit in flaring gas non-stop at 178 flare points all over the Niger Delta, emitting millions of tons of CO2 yearly and poisoning over 40 million people with cancer and other respiratory illnesses. Several reputable studies have established that methane, carbon dioxide, and other chemicals from flared gas poison people with cancer, respiratory illnesses, birth defects, and diseases of the skin. When it rains, the poisonous chemicals in the atmosphere return to further pollute the soil and rivers, reducing farm fertility and killing fishes. Several scientific reports, including those from the United Nations Environment Programme, have been published, all of them indicting you for massive pollution and poisoning. They have confirmed that your activities have led directly to major health risks and livelihood losses. This is not speculation, these are facts. But it feels important now to share a human story. Our friend's only water source, a hand-dug well, has produced nothing but crude oil for 3 years. In 1 year alone, our friend unexpectedly lost his sister, his father, and his baby niece. Up until now, Shell has refused to accept that its ruptured pipe is the source of the pollution that has contaminated the drinking water of the entire community.
I'm sorry, could you maybe ask a question?
I
I said 1 to 2 minutes. I've already given you 3 or 4. Sorry, could you ask a question?
Thank you. Heartbreakingly, this is the reality for countless families as a result of your pollution. Who will fix the health of millions of people you have poisoned? For years, you have pushed back against the legal case from the Igale and Bile communities, against you for your decades and decades of pollution. The Igale and Bile communities are many of hundreds of communities whose livelihoods have been devastated by Shell and who are now suing Shell this year in the UK courts for a violation of their health and for their right to health and a clean environment. It's convenient that this case coincides with you selling off your onshore oil assets to shadow consortiums that were conveniently only set up recently. Now that the case can be heard in the UK courts, we know that you are rushing to sell off your assets to avoid accountability. You're attempting to walk away from 7 decades of reckless oil extraction and its attendant ecological health and livelihood impacts. As you always have, you're attempting to avoid justice and reparations.
Okay, we've got your
we
question.
will not let you do that. You will not get away with the destruction of our communities. People across the world are rising up against the Delta and against Shell.
I said 1 to 2 minutes.
Your days of profiting from our destroying our lives are numbered.
You're going to be asked to leave the auditorium.
I've heard your question.
Other people have had more time than me to ask
Can you please go
questions.
this way, please? Thank you.
Yeah, just
leave it
finish
for a
your
minute.
question.
Leave it for a minute. Security, leave it for a minute. Leave it for a minute. No. Please leave it for a minute. Leave it for a minute. Could you maybe turn and face the? Could you face the people who you're asking the question?
Yes, I can.
And I think you've asked your question.
I haven't asked my question. My question is, who will clean up nearly 70 years worth of oil spills and gas flaring in the Niger Delta? Who will fix the health of indigenous people? Who will restore their livelihood?
Okay, thank you.
I just want you to know that your days of profiting off our lives are numbered.
Right. Okay.
And we will end your profits. We will end your company. You do not deserve to continue profiting from us.